Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the first installment of ASFAF, the Anti-Science Federation as, well, you already know. I'm your host, Alex Antonov, and today we have a plethora of stories that will make you see the world in a different light. Our stories today revolve around the rising acidity of the oceans, which has brought upon a plague of destruction in our giant oceans, where the bathroom is wherever you please, and fish that look scarier than JJ the jet plane live. These problems include the lowering of the ocean's pH, our coral reefs dying out, and increasing levels of trash, which have only ever been rivaled by none other than your grade point average. Problems such as these have found their way to us at ASFAF. Now it is up to us to find a completely logical and environmentally friendly solution to these problems. Now, I'll pass it over to our highly esteemed and world-renowned oceanographer, two-time winner of the world's Sexiest Man Award, and the recipient of 8 different Nobel Prizes, a man who needs no titles and most certainly not any further introduction, the man, the myth, the legend himself, Siddharth Mohan, live on the scene in the middle of nowhere in the North Atlantic.
The coast of the Atlantic Ocean. For many years, the pH of the ocean has been close to 8.2, which means it is slightly basic. But since the Industrial Revolution, this number has risen exponentially to 8.1. This number will fall as more carbon dioxide enters the ocean. As the Anti-Science Federation, our solution to this world-destroying problem is the addition of a base substance, such as soap or bleach, at a mass expense to counter this phenomenon. And now, a message from our sponsors.
I, Mr. Clean, fully endorse dumping soap into the ocean. Get extra tough on acid.
Tried to get into the minds of critics and questioned one of our employees about our ocean acidity proposal.
Did the addition of bleach and soap into the ocean kill the fish?
Actually, the fish will quickly adapt to the bleach in the ocean. It's not what evolution is, and it'll prevent overpopulation.
In addition to the horrible acidity, there is also an increase in ocean pollution. This stems from the carelessness that many people have. Instead of throwing away the trash, they throw it into the ocean. So how do we fix it? We can start by burning the gas from the oil on the water. This will clearly spread across the ocean and burn every single piece of trash that there is. What could go wrong? And now, a message from our sponsors.
Some people would ask, why would we burn the ocean? Well, the answer is simple. Here at Oil Spill Response, we believe that by simply burning the oil and trash, we will be able to end trash pollution in the ocean. Of course, we would also add extra oil into the water to ensure that all the trash burns.
But many still doubt ASFAF's genius solutions.
When you burn oil and trash in the ocean, wouldn't that cause carbon dioxide levels to rise as well as the water level rise?
Yes, it will cause the water level to rise, but that will simply create more habitat for the fish to live and grow in. As far as the carbon dioxide entering the ocean, we'll just add more soap.
When the ocean temperature rises, coral starts bleaching due to the global warming hoax. This will affect 90% of the Great Barrier Reef. See, the problem isn't the warming, it's the color. Why focus on carbon emissions when we can simply dye the coral? Now, a word from our sponsor.
Hey kids, Crayola fully supports coral coloring because we believe in the power of coraltivity.
But some still doubt the ability of crayons to reverse coral bleaching.
But simply coloring the coral won't prevent it from dying.
That is not what I see.
Okay, but won't the Crayola simply disperse into the water? And how would you even color all the coral in the entire ocean?
Exactly. The crayons will dye the ocean, and therefore the corals will become colored and stop dying.
As we all know, there are several problems destroying our oceans. We may be hard at work trying to solve these problems, but just how can an average viewer like you help? Well, it really is simple. The next time you're piling up the family to go to the beach, don't forget to take a few extra bars of soap and drop them in the ocean as you arrive. Also, bring a few matches and oil so that if you see a water bottle bobbing along the surface of the ocean, you can set it ablaze. Finally, if you decide to go scuba diving or visit your local coral reef, don't forget to bring some handy-dandy markers so that you and the family can restore the reefs to their former glory. Now for a special thanks to our sponsors, Mr. Clean, Oil Spill Reserves, and Crayola, and viewers like you, helping us not just stay on the air, but thrive as well. That's all for today. I've been your host, Alex Antonov, signing off.